spirit. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm a singing and dancing with my mind stayed on spirit. I'm singing and dancing with my mind. Karen, how can they dance if they're sitting down? I'm singing and dancing with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. I can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. I can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Yeah. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening. And we are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening, we are opening, we are opening, we are opening, we are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one.
Good morning, Ahava Center for Spiritual Living. My goodness, let's give some love to these musicians. Margot Buchanan on vocals, Belle Zhang on keyboard. Yes. I read somewhere recently that when you sing with other people, that it does something to your soul, unlike singing by yourself. So my soul was just touched. Yes. Ahava is the Hebrew word for love, and we gather together every Sunday morning to know that love is always the answer. I'm Nancy Eisen, your host for today, and you are welcome here. It's good to see so many familiar faces and some new ones too. We are a conscious community committed to curiosity so that we may provide a loving space to be reminded of the truth of who you are. We are an open and affirming community, so wherever you are on your spiritual path of discovery, you are welcome here. Yes. Breathe, breathe.
Come on, girl, you got this.
I got this. If you're joining us via live stream, please say hello in the chat and let us know where you're tuning in from. And make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And if you're in the room, we encourage you to take out your phones and put them on mute and take pictures and videos of something you see here you like today, and let everybody know where you are this morning so that they might come and join us soon. If you are a first-time guest, we especially welcome you. We know that your presence makes a difference. You may have received a connection card when you came in the front door. Is there anyone here for the first time today? A core council, very good. A core council member will bring you a gift. And please fill out the connection card, and that will get you on our email newsletter list so that you can stay up with what's going on here. We have a lot of good things happening. And don't forget to join us after service in the community room so that we might get to know you a little better. And you're in luck today because we have a potluck. So we're grateful for the many people who give of their time and their talent and their treasure so that we might keep the doors open. It takes a lot to keep this place going in the beautiful way that it is. Sorry, I didn't know what that was. So we love each and every one of you for volunteering and for your financial gifts, and let's give some love to all of our many volunteers. And now I invite each of you to take a moment, place your hands over your heart possibly, and turn to someone and say, "Thank you for being a reflection of me." And we have there's too many people that haven't seen each other for a while that are greeting each other. Okay, let's lasso it back in. We have a fabulous vision and purpose here. Okay, please repeat after me. We are an inclusive community. Committed to global transformation. Through personal evolution. And our purpose, say this one with me. Wake up, step up, and make a difference. And our affirmation today, please repeat after me. I release what no longer serves me. I refresh my spirit with clarity and peace. I am totally renewed in my vision and possibility. And now let's take a deep breath, and with the sound of the heartbeat drum in the background, invite in our ancestors to be with us now. In the warm embrace of this sacred land, our hearts overflow with deep love and gratitude to this land's ancestral guardians, the Yochi, the Osage, the Cherokee, the Shawnee, the Hopewell, and the Adena nations. And I'm going to go off script a little bit here. And rather than continuing to read this land acknowledgement, I ask each of you to maybe close your eyes if that's comfortable for you and imagine the people who walked this land 400, 500, 800, 1,000 years ago. And think about their relationship to that land, to this land, wherever they were, and their connection to nature, to earth, air, fire, and water. Understanding that they were these things as much as these things were them. And yes, I am very happy today that we have electricity and running water in our homes. But let's not throw out that deep connection to all of life that they can teach us. And now I invite you to take a deep breath and turn within as we move into our centering song and prayer by practitioner Patty Cooper.
I am remembering who I am. 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 I am remembering. I am remembering.
Gathered here, this place of remembering, knowing. Yes, we're all human, and we forget. So today, and every day, we can always go back to remembering. So in this moment, I know absolutely that there is only one life, one energy, one mind, one essence, one source of everything. It is all there is. There is nothing outside of it. The divine is all there is. Today, I know this one as peace. I know it as love and joy. I know it as power and so much more. So I bless this day. I bless this day, the last Sunday of 2025. As we let go, as we release in peace and joy and love, just allowing all of it, anticipating the joys and the hard times allowing that refreshing feeling, energy to surround everyone hearing my voice right now. I know absolutely that everyone hearing me is blessed, and that when we look, blessings abound. And I let it be by saying, and so it is.
I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am.
Tell me, is it too far after Labor Day to wear white? My mother was an artist, and she told me something interesting. When it comes to pigment that you paint with, black is the presence of all color, and white is the absence of all color. But when it comes to light, it's the opposite. Light is the presence of all color. That's why you can go out in the sun with a prism and make a rainbow. And black is the absence of it. So today, I'm a light. Okay, this is from 7,000 Ways to Listen by Mark Nepo. Beyond the urgency. I learned this over and over during the many crises of cancer. Unless someone is bleeding or can't breathe, unless there's some true physical requirement to act swiftly, a sense of urgency is a terrible illusion, a trick that happens again and again, because life inside our skin and outside our skin are forever different. It is as hard as it is humbling. When feeling like I can't sit still, I need more than ever to sit still. When I feeling like I will die if I don't have your approval, I need more and more to die to my need for your approval. What we need is always harshly and beautifully right before us, disguised in the wrapping of our nearest urgency. We just refuse to accept this because it feels so difficult to face. This doorway to our next step of growth is always behind the urgency of now. Now, more than ever, when all feels urgent, you must cut the strings to all events. They're neutral. Now, more than ever, when the weights you carry seem tied to your wrists, you must not run or flail. Now, more than ever, when each decision feels like the end, you must believe that each question is a beginning. Now more than ever, when you fear that being who you are is a knife to those you love, you must be strong inside where no one has seen you. For loving from there can only make those you love grow.
I'm sorry.
Sun is up, a new year is before you. Sun is up, wake your sleepy soul. Sun is up, hold on to what is yours. Take up your spade and break ground. Shake off your shoes, leave yesterday behind you. Shake off your shoes, but forget not where you've been. Oh, shake off your shoes, forgive and be forgiven. Take up your spade and break ground. Give thanks for all that you've been given. Give thanks for who you can become. Give thanks for each moment and every crumb. Take up your spade and break ground. Break ground. Break ground. Break ground. Nancy Ison would like to say something.
So for many of you in this room, our guest speaker today needs no introduction. But let me tell you a little bit about her anyway. The Reverend Dr. Soni Cantrell-Smith is the founding minister of Ahava and a deeply respected spiritual leader whose life's work embodies the heart of the science of mind philosophy. A graduate of Holmes Institute, Reverend Soni is both a dedicated student and an inspiring teacher of the spiritual principles. Her spiritual journey began in 1992 at the Huntington Beach Church of Religious Science in California. And over the years, she has dedicated her gifts to community, creativity, and spiritual growth. For a decade, she served as music director at Namaste Center for Spiritual Living in Long Beach, California, where her artistic leadership profoundly enriched the community. During that time, she also co-authored the musical Last Call, which has been performed in several U.S. venues, leaving an enduring cultural and spiritual impact. With more than 33 years of active involvement in 12-step recovery work, Reverend Soni integrates spirituality with healing, transformation, and liberation. She formerly taught spirituality classes at the Hope Center Rehabilitation Center for Women and co-founded Bluegrass Rainbow Faith Communities, an organization committed to helping faith communities become truly inclusive, affirming, and welcoming to all. A passionate advocate for justice and equality, Reverend Soni has been actively engaged with Black Pride initiatives and fairness, working to advance comprehensive civil rights protections, dismantles systemic racism, and champion full equality for the LGBTQ communities. Her voice has been heard on global stages, including the Parliament of World's Religions, and as a keynote speaker at events such as the affiliated New Thought Network, the International New Thought Alliance, the Chapala Science of Mind Conference, and the New Thought Men's Summit, alongside leaders like Dr. William Barber and the Poor People's Campaign. Within Centers for Spiritual Living, Reverend Soni has served with distinction, including 6 years on the Minister Council, as well as the Nominating Council, the CSL Task Force, and the Interim Ministers Team. She is a monthly contributor to the Science of Mind magazine, sharing her profound insights with global readership. Today, as the organization's spiritual leader, she continues to serve across more than 23 countries, helping to shape the spiritual evolution of this worldwide community. She believes that every individual is inherently a spiritual leader, called to articulate a vision of possibility, nurture it with faith, and foster belonging and hope, so that together we can transform the world. So, without further ado, Reverend Soni.
Thank you. Jesus, she sounds like she knows what she's doing. How y'all doing? Pretty good. It's good to be home. It's good to be home. You know, I look around and I see so many familiar, beautiful faces. Thank you all for being here today. I love you all, and I mean it this time. This is the community that grew me. This is the community that grew me spiritually. I would not be able to do what I do today without this community. And all of you, each and every one of you who has contributed to my life. And I certainly hope that in some way I've contributed to yours. If I haven't, I will keep on trying in some way or another. So I want to start with a little story, and thank you for that introduction. You know, that's the official introduction from Centers for Spiritual Living, which, you know, I'm required for people to read. But y'all know who I am, right? Most of you anyway. If you're new here today, listen, you are important, and you are important in the world, and you are important to this community. So keep coming back. Keep coming back, because the world needs this community right now. The world is in transition, and we were made for such a time as this. Keep that in mind. So one morning, this great yogi, Raman, walked into the woods with his favorite disciple. Is that for me? Phone's ringing. Get a donation if you can. For once, it's not mine. So let me start again. One morning, the great yogi Raman walked into the woods with his favorite disciple. Beneath a magnificent oak tree, he placed a delicate flower on a branch as his target. From his bag, he drew 3 things: a finely made bow, a single arrow, and a white handkerchief embroidered with lilacs. "Blindfold me," he said. The disciple did as he was told, even though he had watched countless demonstrations of Raman's extraordinary skill. With his eyes covered, Raman stood 100 paces from the oak, pulled the bowstring, and released the arrow. It whistled through the air and didn't even come close to hitting the tree. When the blindfold came off, the disciple said, "I thought you were going to show me the power of your thought. You were going to do something miraculous." Raman's calm reply is the heart of what I want to talk about today. When you want something, concentrate only on that. No one will ever hit a target they cannot see. The error in this story, the reason the arrow missed, wasn't skill. It was vision. Without sight of the target, all the strength and the technique in the world could not direct the arrow where it needed to go. To put it another way, Where there is no vision, the people perish. When people lack vision, when they can't see the future they're creating, their energy dissipates, their initiative falters, and even well-intended action fails to create meaningful progress. Dr. Ernest Holmes, the founder of the Science of Mind movement, understood the creative power of clear intention and mental image. He taught that where the mind goes, energy flows, and that life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it. Holmes also pointed out that the mind shapes reality through focused, sustained attention and purposeful belief. But we cannot just shape reality through our mind alone. We must also act. If we do not see clearly what we want, our energy has no structure in which to take creative form. With penetrating vision, you can dissipate the obstruction, remove the obstacle, and work to dissolve the condition. And I want you to think about this. Vision dissolves the fog. It is the compass that turns effort into direction, intention into manifestation, and potential into real, honest achievement. And let me be real with you all this morning. I would be standing here lying to you if I didn't acknowledge that this community has been struggling. Struggle is real. It comes with loss and unmet expectations, confusion, fear, and the weight of unhealed history. Struggle doesn't always feel noble, does it? It often feels like resistance, like being off course, maybe even being stuck. But struggle is not the opposite of vision. Struggle prepares us for a deeper vision. In my own spiritual journey, from the first stirrings of curiosity in 1992 to my unfolding ministry as the spiritual leader for Centers for Spiritual Living, I have learned something profound. In the midst of struggle, we learn what matters most, what must be released, and what must be embraced. And what we must release is resentments. We must release resentments or we cannot embrace anything. Because when we hold on to resentments, it's like putting a blindfold over our eyes, refusing to see the very vision that is calling us forward. Therefore, before a vision can take shape in our lives, there are two essential thresholds we must all pass through, whether it is individually or collectively. Letting go of the past and letting go of resentment. This clears the lens of memory so that we are not still seeing yesterday's shadow when today is begging you for the light. And please keep in mind, none of us are perfect. Most of us, 90% of the time, are doing the very best we can. We all make mistakes. Don't everybody shout out mine. All right, hang on here. I certainly have made enough in my lifetime, especially right here in this community. And sometimes we all need just a little bit of grace. And I know that there are some of you here today, maybe I'm the only one, that are holding on to resentments or have not yet forgiven some people or even ourselves for past decisions and actions. But please think about this. The way things often turn into resentments is because we are afraid to express our feelings or our needs. Rather than telling the truth of our experience, we avoid difficult conversations. And as a result, we allow the initial hurt to fester into an open wound of resentment. But there is a way through. In 12-step work, we are taught in order to free ourselves from resentment, we pray for the person we resent to have everything we ever wanted. I'm just thinking if we all did that work, there'd be a lot of people here getting things they never thought they would receive. But this work is necessary for us to maintain our sobriety. And it is the work necessary if we want to envision a clear vision ahead. And friends, it's time. It's time to step into the future with a new vision, bold and clear and anchored in what we are willing to become, who we are willing to become, and ask the question, what is ours to do? Individually and as a community, what is ours to do? I am asking, no, let me say, I am begging you to embrace the idea that vision dissolves that fog of struggle because a clear picture of what is possible shines light into every dark corner of fear and doubt. It doesn't erase difficulty, but it gives struggle meaning and context. It tells the brain and it tells our heart and our soul and our spirit that in this moment of resistance, it is not the final destination. It is the ancestor of a breakthrough. When you can see where you are going, struggle becomes a bridge and not a blockade. Now, Dr. Holmes said, we have within us a power greater than anything we shall ever contact in the outer. And this power can overcome every obstacle in our life and set us safe and satisfied and at peace and healed and prosperous in a new light and a new life. And he also said, let us remember that true prayer is always universal. There can be no good to us alone, only as that good is for all. And so right now, in our honesty about struggle, I invite us all to choose to see not just where we've been, but where we are being called to go. Choose to see beyond the immediate fog to the horizon that is forming in the soul of this community. In doing so, Ahava has the opportunity to harness not only its collective strength, but its collective calling, its collective light, its collective future, because rooted in forgiveness and forward motion, we all find not an end to struggle, but a way through it. You know, in spiritual communities and organizations or any collective undertaking, the danger is not in moving forward, it is moving without shared sight of the target. We can be busy, and we can be earnest, and we can even be well-intended, but without vision, we risk actions that are scattered, fragmented, or pulled by the loudest impulses rather than the deepest truths. And we forget to practice principles. We forget to practice the truth of oneness, the truth that love is always the answer. Holmes urged us to imagine our highest future clearly, to hold it firmly in our mind, and then act as if it was already real. This is not magical thinking, folks. This is a creative intention guided by a vision that we all agree to. Wake up, step up, and make a difference. Did we agree to that? Are we doing that? When Ahava opened its doors in 2009, it was with a clear vision and intention. By the way, when we say that I am the founder of Ahava, I didn't do that alone. Many of you sitting in this room worked your butts off to create this community, whether it was pulling nails out of the floor or praying every day. It all mattered. And your contributions mattered. To create a community was what we wanted that was supported by love and cooperation, along with dedication to the truth of oneness and a sacred place where people could be free to believe without being told what to believe. Every decision, every action, every gathering must be measured against the vision that you hold. And we all knew that each one of us played a pivotal role in the creation of something beautiful and something meaningful, something sacred and rare, a place we all belonged and were accepted for who we were. And we knew that we were in it together. As the last Sunday of the year comes to a close and Ahava stands at a crossroads, and you do, you stand at the pivotal moment of change right now, where familiar rhythms are shifting and roles are evolving, and the road ahead isn't fully clear. I am inviting us all into a deeper question. What is the future this community chooses to build together? I invite us all to see the target together. Let us pause long enough not only to move forward, but to see forward. Not to react to change, but to shape it with intention. And what this means is listening deeply to each other, creating space for every voice at the table, not just the loudest or the most familiar. Transition is strongest when it is co-created and not imposed. Imagine the future that you want, not just the future that you fear or the future you inherit, but the future you as a community choose to bring into being. Naming your shared values and goals so that every action you take is guided by something bigger than individual opinion or habit. A community without shared purpose is a group of archers firing blindly into the night. And let's make this vision known and honored and lived, not just whispered in meetings, but echoed in our actions and our invitation to others. Anchoring ourselves in love and treating this transition not as disruption, but as a regeneration of a shared life and vision and mission. Committing to supporting each other with a sense of belonging and compassion, remembering what you take for granted you will lose, but what you are grateful for will expand and flourish. And I leave you with this. Each one of you is the keeper of the light. Each one of you is the keeper of this community. As Ron Fox wrote in Science of Mind magazine, step into your life with confidence and the belief that you have a purpose for being here. And as Eric Butterworth wrote, within me is the unborn possibility of limitless living, and mine is the privilege of giving birth to it. As a community, it's time to step into the possibility of limitless living with a new vision, letting go of the past and any resentment you may still be harboring. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. And step into the light, clearing the way for the divine's greatest idea of Ahava to emerge. It is your privilege of giving birth to it. Peace and blessings, my friends. Let's go into prayer. Thank you, Belle. I invite us all to just take a moment to breathe in all that has transpired here this morning. Take a moment to embody what it would feel like just for this moment to not want for anything, but to be grateful for everything. To be grateful for the person sitting next to you and behind you, in front of you. To be grateful and to not worry or think about any lack or limitation. Letting Spirit fill you up in this moment. Recognizing that you are indeed the one that Spirit has been waiting for. Allow yourself to be fully present in this moment with your heart expanding, with your soul being called to this new vision. Because you are here in this sanctuary. Because you are sacred and you are holy. Why? Because you are here. The ground that you walk upon, the ground of beingness, is your legacy. So I invite us in this moment to remember the truth of who we are, made in the image and the likeness as that very beautiful, amazing love that we call Spirit, the divine, God, Jesus, whatever it may be, Buddha, Krishna, Allah, Moses. It doesn't matter what you call it, because it lives and breathes itself as each and every soul in this room and far beyond. I know there's power and presence as love. I know it as oneness, prosperity, abundance, peace and joy and power. For the power is in the people. I know this power and presence is that which creates out of itself, never being diminished by its creation. This power and presence that is fully orbed as this community here and now and forever. And it is through that truth, through that knowingness, that I speak this word for this community, knowing that it is unfolding with a new vision, that it is flourishing and standing in the power of the presence of truth, standing in the power of belonging, compassion, standing in the power of belief with a clear vision forward. I know that each person here steps up with talent and treasure, with faith and commitment, as the very life that God is calling them forward. I know and I see with a grateful heart that all is unfolding to support, sustain, and maintain this community in every way, financially, spiritually, wholeheartedly. I know right here and right now, as I call this place home, that it is home to way more than we even know in this moment. As the doors open to a new threshold, as we leap into this moment of faith, knowing that all is well, that all is well, and we release and let go of anything that no longer serves our higher good. And we stand in the power and the presence of gratitude, knowing that this expansion cannot be held back. How grateful I am. How grateful I am to be here in this moment with all of you, speaking the word and the truth, the everlasting principle of love. As I release my prayer into this perfect universal law, knowing that the law always says, yes, 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 my beloveds, yes. Standing in the power of yes, the place I lovingly call grace, as we all say together, and so it is. Yes. Thank you.
We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let it be.
Let's give Reverend Soni some more love. Yes, yes, yes. And now we'll move into our time of conscious giving as the Core Council passes the basket in the room. There are several other ways you can give. You can go to our website, ahavacenter.net, and click on the Give tab, or you can text the word GIVE to 859-209-6996, or you can mail in your check if you'd like to 168 Burt Road, Lexington 40503. If you will please repeat after me. Divine love as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have. all that I give, and all that I receive. I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
Gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 grateful.
And we have some happenings. We have some things going on, y'all. Next Sunday, we will have our annual Burning Bowl ceremony where we release what no longer serves us. There's a heckler up here in the front row.
Some things never change.
That's also, next Sunday, there is a workshop after service, after the Burning Bowl ceremony, that speaks exactly to what Reverend Soni was talking about. We get to decide what we want Ahava to be. We did some work a couple of weeks ago with Dr. Bob and looked at some things, and now this is the second part of how are we moving forward? What is your vision of Ahava? What is our collective vision? So please come next Sunday afternoon and stay for the workshop. This is our community. As Reverend Soni said, we're in this together, and we can make it whatever we want to be. So please show up for that, and your input is very important. Jenna Evergreen will be facilitating a book study beginning January the 11th, not the first Sunday because of the workshop, but Braiding Sweetgrass will be read and discussed. So that's a great book. I've read it, looking forward to that. And we have two people that their terms they're at the end of their terms on the core council, and so we're looking for two more people to be on the core council, and we invite your participation. If you would like to be on the core council, which is the business end of running this center, there are applications on the table behind the beautiful quilt, the Love is the Answer quilt back there. So pick up an application, and you can also apply online. There's a link in our newsletter. So we'd like to get some nominations, some applications. And Eloise, I believe you wanted to make an announcement.
Okay, this is also Giving Sunday for us, and we had a special individual who got moved out of UK, and she went to Hildegard. And Hildegard is a nonprofit organization that provides a home and compassion and care for individuals at the end of their life. And it's for those who care, and they they do take care of them, and so that they may have dignity, and they got fellowship and friends around them. So that's our Giving Sunday this Sunday. And the honor will go for Joyce, since we lost her.
Not everyone knows. Could you just say something about?
And could you get closer to the mic, please?
Her name and who she was?
Joyce Johnson was at the home, so. And a very beloved member of Ahava. And she was to a point where she couldn't come as much as she wanted to, but, you know, she's always in our hearts and our souls. With that said, that's what Giving Sunday is for. Also, on the back table is a boatload of food, and it is for the Christian Action Center that will distribute that, help others. And also there's a big box back there for hat, gloves, and scarves. Please, please, please. When we take them the week after the 4th, and I've already talked to the director, that's the best time for them, because that's usually the time of the year when they don't have anything anymore. And we want to fill the box. So please, Cynthia Quinchina started this, and we're just carrying it on. And thank you. And if you got any questions, come talk to me. I'd be glad to visit with you.
I believe Eloise meant the Catholic Action Center here in Lexington. They're very active with the homeless and the less fortunate. Christine?
I just wanted to mention that Joyce's memorial is going to be here at Ahava, and that's on Saturday, January 10th.
Thank you. So Christine let us know that the memorial service for Joyce will be here on January the 10th here at Ahava.
It will begin at 1 p.m., right?
It will begin at 1 p.m.
Begin coming
Please come before that.
before that.
Okay.
Start.
If anybody is willing and able, I suspect it's going to be a packed house. Joyce was well known throughout the city, born and raised in Lexington. She was part of many groups. So,
Christine, would you come up front?
Yes.
Please, 'cause nobody- I want to hear you too.
Sorry, I'm getting over a cold, so Patty and I, Joyce asked that we plan the service for her. So we're doing it in honor of Joyce, and some of you, don't know Joyce, but you've seen her here. So she wanted it here at Ahava, but I know that it may be like really full because there's a ton of people that love Joyce. So I'm just asking that if anyone from Ahava has the means and is able to bring finger food appetizer, that's what we're asking. If you're able to do that, that'd be great. She would be really pleased.
And we've already had volunteers to oversee that.
Yes.
And we welcome more
Yeah.
for the reception.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Patty Cooper is our practitioner on duty today, so please see her for an in-person prayer over here in the corner after service. You can also leave a prayer request in the treasure chest on the practitioner table or submit a prayer request online. So now let's wrap this up today with a benediction. If you will, please stand and repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
And life is in my affairs.
Life is in my affairs.
I accept it.
I accept it.
I am it.
I am it.
And I share it. Just the way it appears.
Just the way it appears.
And just the way it appears not.
Just the way it appears not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful life. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful life. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing.